How's everybody week though? I know it's Friday. How's everybody week?
Man,
Went by fast.
I didn't even know it was Friday.
Fast.
yeah. Even the day went by a little too fast.
Mm-hmm.
I
It was a
feel
smooth
like
week though.
my week was productive. You know, I'm always doing something every single day. I'm grateful for that. But yeah, it's pretty chill. Y'all didn't have how's the clients?
I only had one. Then I was a mom the rest of the day. I just been driving Miss Daisy's kids.
Oh my god. My clients, I think they sometimes think it's a babysitting service.
Oh,
So I say I'll be done in 20 and they show up in like maybe 40.
do you charge a late fee?
If it's more than 15 minutes, I do charge their
Oh,
cost.
so it's like a window.
Yes,
Like
ma'am.
15 minutes. Did you charge a late fee? You charge a late fee?
We're not gonna talk about you though. My
Okay.
little baby, Lord.
So I don't even be late. I probably be like late once or twice.
I'm sorry. What?
What?
I have a child pickup policy. Yeah, because I've had somebody.
Oh, because they leave their child there while
Yeah,
you do this.
she does a lot of kids' hair,
I figured.
and that's
After 15 minutes, if I've given you your window, it's 15 minutes beyond that. Yes, we have a price.
Oh yeah. Go ahead and And why you capping? I don't even be late.
not no more. Now she
Right.
do a lot better.
I told you I'm
But
fucking my
boy,
Just
professionalism.
I'm being punctual.
Right.
She used to be like, Miss Caroline, I'm coming. Miss Caroline, I'm down the street. I'm around the corner. She send me the money and everything. Like, no.
Right. I like
Make you stay.
Right. Like, did you get it? I'm on my way.
Right. I can't. I'll be like, oh, you already know you got it. Keep it, what you sent me? You already know what I sent you. Come on. I'm in your chair.
Don't play.
Right. I be feeling, come on. I'll just let Miss Caroline do anything to my hair. So I was like, all right.
She just be sitting there.
Yep. I'll be patiently waiting. Because I'm going to get out the chair looking fresh anyway.
Right.
I already know.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's in your hands. Whatever you feeling today, let me know.
Boosting me up a little bit.
Come
Right.
on, I remember Miss Caroline since day one. She started everything. Remember, like, my mom was like,
She started her lock. She went home and she called me and she was like, so is this supposed to look like this? And then what else did you say again? I felt like everything
my
I
God.
said, she totally forgot. Because you know how you get home, your mama be like, oh, And then everything else just went out the window because you trying to prove a point, but you can't prove it because she
Yes,
done made your
that's
nerves
right.
bad.
That's exactly what happened. My mom did, and we was on vacation. My mom was like, I'm like, it's not that bad. It's like two turn twists. You know what I'm saying? Like it's gonna be like
Natural
that.
style,
for
man.
me.
It's natural.
Right. It's protective style. Like you already know this. Like it's not supposed to look like
A lock yet.
Yeah. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
what they want right
But
away.
you're the only one that has locks though, right?
yeah, my family, yeah. I was the first one to go natural too.
Oh, they don't know yet.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
it was a shock. My mom made me cut off my eddy. She had me line up my fro and everything when I first went natural. And I walked out like, why? Why do I look like... It's the picture I just posted. Did y'all see that?
DJ with the fro.
Yes, basically. I look like my son with a fro.
Yeah.
So it was horrible.
I was definitely the first one in my house to go natural because I was tired. I would not let my mom put another relaxer in my hair because the last one she put in it was expired, so it was just breaking off my hair.
Toya.
Oh.
Yeah, so then she tried to put another one. I was like, no. Then we just did blowouts, and then she got tired of the blowouts. I said, okay, just cut it off. I was a junior in high school, you know what I'm saying? Because like when we young, we don't really have a say. You know, your mama just doing anything. That was like, no, I want to embrace my like. I want to know what my hair look like. You know what I'm saying? So I get the big chop, and then like my I don't know my hair.
Hot
like,
flashes are coming. Can we crack this door?
hot flash.
Yeah, I get hot flashes. I'm sorry. Caroline, no, I got a fan.
Oh yeah, you know, that's for you. Okay, noted.
Yes.
I was definitely the first one. And then my mom was like, she was iffy about it at first. For you going in natural for herself, and then she finally did it. You know, she felt good about it. You know, like you know, like when you have your crown, you're more confident. You know, it's just like. And then my other little sister, she did it.
Okay.
You know, so now we
you
just,
set it up.
right? Because my last two
two
sisters, my mom didn't put no relaxing. I'm glad she did not. You know what I'm saying? But it comes a time like when you gotta stop doing all the extra stuff. You know what I'm saying? I started picking out my hair in high school. Everybody was like, well, it always different in high school. Number one. Junior high school, like that's when everybody meets they peak. Yeah. Everybody supposed to be cute. One I always knew I was the shit in high school. You know what I'm saying? You can't tell me that thing. Come on.
What did Janelle Monáe say? On that she got that little. I remember.
Oh yeah.
Math class. I was sitting by you.
Yep.
Right. What you say? You rating me a
You ready
6?
to be a 6?
I was like, damn.
Right, you rated me a 6, but back then I always knew I was the shit. I was
You
like,
doggone
okay.
right. That's what I hear when
Right.
you said that.
So
Yeah.
yes, and then I was confident. That confidence, when you work confidence, that is just key. So I was picking out my hair. I hate when people just touch
It
my
enhances
hair too.
everything.
Yes. Like the way you
Everything.
walk, your smile, your talk, and it also attracts more people. People you
Different
catch-
type of people.
Yeah, that too. You catch people staring at you that way, ain't even looking. Like, damn, what they looking at? I got something on my face. Nah, it's you.
Right.
It's your aura. It's what
Yep,
you carry.
yep, yep,
You know what I'm
yep.
saying? So yeah, I definitely did that. And then was it back in 2019? I think it was. Like
Yeah.
December. I know
Yeah, it was right
December.
before COVID. Yeah.
Yep, and then I went to Miss Carolina because my mom, she had a guy that she used to work with. He had locks. Referred her to Miss Carolina, and then we've been together ever since.
Ever since.
Mama,
You
baby.
with me?
I get why guys can't. You can't cheat on your barber. You can't. You know what I'm saying? Every
Cheat on
time.
your loctician, nobody like
Yeah,
that feels
you
some
can.
kind of way.
Like they're responsible for like your look, how you just, your month go. You know what I'm saying? Like
Not your whole month.
yes.
Because that's how long it takes before you
I
go
only get
back.
my hair done once a month, and I'd be trying. I was like, "Can I get it early?" He's like, "No, keep it up." All right, so we sitting here, right? Your stylist, your barber decide if somebody go buy you drinks at the bar the next day. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
For real,
Like,
for real.
Right.
yes,
Right.
Yeah.
that's
Bring that
crazy.
swag out. you.
Okay.
So we're gonna get into like entrepreneurship, what it is to be a black woman stylist. You know what I'm saying? Like my whole team, like my tattoo artist, he black. You know what I'm saying? Like what it's like to be in that environment, starting up your own business, scaling it, and just because we all don't start at like the level you guys started at. So like, what does it take to be that strong entrepreneurship?
I'm gonna be honest. It's a lot of discipline, and you got to dig deep. And you have to be a self-starter. You cannot expect everybody to understand the journey, to understand where you want to go, to understand what it even takes to even get it going. You know what I'm saying? They don't see your vision. So they're going to be like, okay, all she needs is a chair. No, I need a chair and I'm going to need some of this. And I need a mat too because I've got to preserve my feet. I'm preserving my body because I plan on doing this for a certain period of time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's the first thing. You got to have some discipline and be a self-starter.
Definitely.
And a strong faith.
Strong. Real strong.
In yourself
Strong
and
faith.
God.
And
Yeah.
your craft.
Yeah.
Because you have to have faith in your craft. Because your hands and what you do is what's making that money. That's what's solidifying you as the person that you are. You know what I'm saying? So
Also, like, we always think, like I said before, before we started shooting, like, everyone's looking at somebody else's chapter 10, chapter 20, and they just now
Right.
starting off. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
where people mess up. Yeah. That's where people mess up.
Social media.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I was going to say. Social media mess up everything. Because you see that, I feel like a lot of people delete the beginning from their social media, and then all you see is the greats. And you like, hold on, wow.
what happened
You
to
jumped it, right?
Yeah. I mean, even people that I follow that do hair and they're like big time, and I'm looking and I'm like, wow. And sometimes I'll go down to try to see like where did they improve, how did they improve.
A lot
And
of them
it's-
delete them old pages
and they
too.
it's gone, and it's
You
like,
don't see that
okay,
journey,
yeah, because even from, I think I still have pictures from the first salon we worked in with Sharon at Twist and Styles, and I was like, I should take these off. Then I thought about it, and I was like,
I
no,
let them know
because
I've been in these streets.
yeah,
Right.
they can see. They can see like, oh, okay, well, this is how it was back in 2015. Yeah. And now this is what it is now. And I'm like, all right, I'm gonna leave it there. Cause I don't like that. I think it's the same thing like when rappers, artists, or whatever, they all say like, you can't forget where you come from. And to me, that reminds me. And it kind of, I feel like it makes me more of like a realistic person.
Yeah.
Versus, ooh, she just, she
Yeah.
popping and that's it. No, like, I'm human. My picture started off faded. Okay, it was a little blurred. It was a little not the right angle. And now look at that. Oh, wow. Okay, lighting.
I like that 10-year challenge that people were doing.
Oh,
Because
yeah.
I went back to my first, like some of my stuff I was doing in the living room. I was like, oh, somebody pay for that?
Yeah.
They let me do that? You know?
Yeah.
But it was popping
I
at
was
that
doing
time.
sew-ins in people's kitchen. They got their kids. They talking about smoke breaks. I was like, Lord, Who
Frying
referred
chicken,
her to
flicking
me?
roaches,
Okay. Who referred
shaking
her?
bags. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. I'll see you later. You know we gonna do that.
all of that. But it was just like it was
gotta do
part
what
of
you
the
gotta
journey.
do.
Yeah.
For the journey, yes. Even when like I remember I posted something on Snapchat. I was like, just because like just supporting your friends is not letting them do certain stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like for example, somebody was posting tattoos. They were new tattoo artists, and they was just letting their friends like, oh, support my friend. Oh, go get your tat. You look at it and it's not like
Quality work.
it's not quality work. You see what I'm saying? I was like, now supporting your friend, also supporting your friend to a mentorship. You know what I'm saying? Hey, here's a kid that I saw. Here's a video that I saw to help you improve. You know what I'm saying? This is not. It's not just throwing your friend.
Man,
That's us. Like, we'll send each other videos. Like, I will call them and I'll call Sharon and I'll ask them like, hey, so listen, something happened and I'm trying to figure this out. Or did you see this? Like, we all do it. And I think that's the thing that sometimes people put to the side. Like, they don't want to share the knowledge or they don't want to ask questions. And I'm like, I mean, even when Brittany was at the salon suite with me, I was doing a sew-in and it was that whole little imaginary like pop pop, you ain't gonna see the track. And I was
the
like,
illusion, yeah.
You know, how did I used to do this invisible? Brittany, come here. I'm finna ask Brittany to help me real quick, okay? I just, because I don't believe in you walking out and being like, Caroline did that, and they're like,
Not at all.
your name is on your
Yeah,
head.
Listen, I'm the first one. Hello, I need help because you need help with everything.
Yeah.
No matter what you're doing, no matter how great you get. If you look at it now, like social media wise, a lot of hairstylists have all these different classes, and it's interesting to see like some of them take other people's classes because it's like, oh, okay, but you have. It's like any other job.
All
Licensing,
all sectors.
You have to keep learning, otherwise stuff change too much. So
yes,
Everybody
everybody
stay on top of the game.
Yes, everybody think they reach their peak or I ain't gotta learn nothing. Like that's the whole point of life and growth. You're supposed to learn your craft, continue to work on you as a person.
When you're done, you're dead.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like there's no reason, there's no space for you here anymore. You know what I'm saying? So and it stops. You know what I'm saying? It's like, ooh. I really think it's an important episode too. Yeah. Come on now, I got beautiful black women at my table. Come on now, we making stuff popping. We making it hot. Come on now, stop playing.
Look, this is how she is all the time, y'all. Like I will tell y'all, like I love when Kiva come in because she, even though she's younger than me, like she really be making me think about business stuff, and I be like, why didn't I know this? Okay, and I ain't even gonna lie, she gave me this book. I ain't read it. I am so horrible. I did not read it yet, but just the fact that she gave it to me, I'm like, okay,
mama look.
Yeah, don't look at me like that.
Right,
but it's pretty much like that's just her energy, and that's why I love it because so many people her age, we know. They do not have this. So it's like, okay. Yeah. That's why when she said, you got some people to do the yep, we gonna figure it out. We do.
Yes, and I really appreciate, that's the support that I've been like wanting and looking for. Like even earlier I walked into like one of my other job. He was like, I watched your podcast and I was weak. You know what I'm saying? Like, people giggle and laugh all the time. They just show like, oh, you serious about it. You know what I'm saying? It's not to like make fun of you. It's like, oh, you serious. You was just talking about it, but you serious. I know that's where the giggling come because people don't take you serious unless you show them.
Right.
That is true. I had a lot of that so I started out, I went to college, got my degree, got out, and I worked in hotels. So my degree is in hospitality. So I worked there for like, I don't know, over 10 years. But then when I had the kids, it was just too much. Like they calling me all the time. It was overwhelming. So then I stayed home. So when I stayed home, it was kind of a joke. But then when I started saying like, oh yeah, I started doing hair. Yeah. I was like, dang. And then even as it progressed, it still was like the same thing. And once I got the suite, I think that's when like a few of those people have been like, oh, okay, so you thank you. Like I don't even need you to say congratulations at this point. Right. Like it's not even to be rude. I don't feel like. I just feel like it's just like
Not
don't
Yeah.
don't jump
It's not
on
heartfelt, though.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, don't jump on my success battles and tribulation. I went through a lot, and now here you come like, oh yeah, you doing great. No, keep your referrals too.
Right.
Don't send your people.
It was different. It was like that, but with my family. So I've been the family hairdresser since I was 13. Been braiding. I was taught at 10, but I've been braiding for money since 13.
Okay.
So I didn't take it serious as a career until what, 2020? I was in the healthcare field. I did everything you can think of, but be a nurse, a doctor, or PA, veterinarian. You know what I'm saying?
I skipped all of it.
Oh, yeah.
I did everything, and then COVID came, and I'm like, okay, I'm making more money doing hair, and then just kind of out of when COVID, I was in the hospital, and I kept breaking out. I got to break out because I was eating some stuff over the weekend. Don't do it. But it was a bunch of bumps from the mask for 12 and a half hours. So I started using the old stuff that I used to use, Ambi, blah, blah, blah. Started doing all these things. So I started making soap. It took off.
I love that turmeric soap.
Oh, my God. It took off, right? And then I said, maybe I can do this and do hair, like for supplemental income. Because I wanted more than one. I was able to quit. I ain't been back to work December of 2020. Wow. My family be like, oh, so you sell soap.
Yeah, they pity you, belittle you. Oh, that little job. How's that little job you doing?
Oh,
that little.
Look, that's like that real where they like, oh, how your little business?
Oh, no, it's big business. We pop it. And the same family, they come to me when somebody done messed up their hair.
Or they be like, oh, can I get a...
Oh, no, I thought you was giving me a high five. Because I did too. Okay, I'm sorry.
That too. No. Or they handout. Okay,
no, they don't want no handout. They want me to fix their hair in between when they go to their regular stylist. Or you want to come in and you want me to look at something. Oh, but I was just the kitchen stylist for the past 20 years.
I was that little stylist in your kitchen. Like, see, people just and they think it's... I don't know. I think they do that just because they don't have anything going on for them, or they don't. It's just like
they just diminish you.
Yeah,
because they have good lives. That's the thing. It's like it's not that people doing bad.
I think what it is a lot of too. People count you out. You know what I mean? Like they don't know your story. They don't know, but they have like these prejudgments of what you're supposed to be and how you're supposed to be, or you should have walked because you did this or you did that. So I would just say more like prejudging. You know what I mean? Like like you just kind of mine was a little flip. Mine was more like, oh, you finally doing it, but I did everything else. But that was my gift. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So everybody was more like, okay, now you in there. This is what you supposed to be doing. You know what I mean? Yeah. So it was kind of,
but that's a good
more of a different. You know what I'm saying? So
that's
I needed that though.
Yeah.
But I needed that because that's kind of like all I had. If that makes sense.
Yeah, definitely.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, because
like I needed that.
Yeah, I recently had a dream probably like 2 nights ago, right? And it was a dream I had to snap out of. So I'm in the car with my family. And I was like, so y'all don't like my podcast or whatever? They like, no. And like I felt that anger and that hatred, right? It felt so
dream,
real in my dream. I hopped out the car. Like in my dream. I was like, all right, I'm going.
Oh my goodness.
And then I was stranded. And then I told my mom, the next morning. She's like, oh, so you didn't like the dream because you was stranded. I said, no. I didn't like the dream because the hatred and it felt real. You know what I'm saying? And then
you value. What does they say? You value certain people's opinion.
Yeah.
You know,
so that's why
like,
no matter how we don't want
you know what I mean. It means a lot.
Yeah, and then also like being stuck. I think that's where the strandedness came from. Being stuck and you just seem like you can't do anything to get out of that situation because of your environment. So yeah, I definitely told my mom about that, and then of course she was like, "But we support everything you guys do." My parents supported all my dreams, no matter how many businesses I want to start. My parents right there. Okay, cool. Let us know when you need us. You know what I'm saying? Like we got you. Oh yeah, we believe in that. Go ahead. And then like also they're also on your team, you gonna have to people that needs to be that gonna keep you realistic. You know what I'm saying? I'm definitely the big dreamer. You know what I'm saying? I'm the opportunist. So but like my parents like, you don't think you're doing too much? You know what I'm saying?
Keep you grounded.
Yeah, because like I got podcasts. I'm trying to start, brands. I'm dancing. You know what I'm saying? But I was like, this is pretty much under the same umbrella. I'm entertaining. You know what I'm saying?
You're an artist.
Yeah, see, and I'm a creator. That's what I love to do. I feel like people, like, with my podcast, people need to have these conversations. Right. People need to be different perspective. No, just know it's not an easy path, but we all come with experiences. We come with different stories, and we all need to. That's why I read a lot, because when you read, you get different experience. You get those mistakes that you avoid. You know what I'm saying? So it's definitely all about that. And also, it's like, after my mom sent me that text, I said, yeah, the devil's trying to get me. You know what I'm saying? Also, like, if he ain't trying to get you, he already got you. So you gotta keep moving. You gotta keep believing in yourself, especially when you come to that discipline. Yeah, some mornings I wake up at 5:30 in the morning and go work out. Some mornings I don't want to, but you got to. You know what I'm saying? You're working for something much greater than yourself. And I definitely believe, like, me as a black woman, I'm not just doing it for myself. I have other little brothers and sisters, other big brothers and sisters, black. Whether you want to be a role model or not, people go look up to you. They're like Venus and Serena Williams, like, you're here.
Oh my God, let me tell you.
Talk to me.
So, I was about to go hang out with Caroline one night. And I was like, well, let me roll through this place and see. Let me go look at it first. Remember, we was going to West Alley for the first time.
Oh, yeah.
So, I rolled through there. And there was a guy that was like, looking. So, we both get to a red light. I rolled my window down. I said, you can just say hello. That's all you need. He was like, oh, I like you. Pull over. I'm like, yeah, pull over. So, I ain't got no sense. We pull over. He gets out. He said, what's your name? And I said, Brittany. I said, I'm a hairdresser. He was like, you had a salon in Chandler, didn't you? I said, how you know? You know what I'm saying? Right. Before I answered. He was like, no, like, for real, I heard about you. Like, I was like, oh, okay. I hope it was something good, y'all. So it was just like, so it was just nice to... This was a total stranger, and he looked at me like, what's your name? Like, where you seen me before? You know? And we just vibe. We never talked again. But it was just the fact that I'm like, oh, okay. Right. I do good hair. Thank you. I'm glad my hair wasn't napping that day. That's you know what I'm saying? It's like, you think about those types of things.
Yes, and you never know who out there watching you, the support, like, people... No matter what, whether I know you, I'm gonna support you. I can saw on anybody's story. Oh yeah, I see you. You know what I'm saying? Right. Just been doing anything that made a post. Like, everybody else, like, I'll come with that good energy. I'll, like, even my friends, I always go out, like, when I'm out in public, out clubs, I'll talk to people like I met them before. Hey, how you been? How you been? Right. Like, my friends be like, you seen them before? No, I ain't never met them before. So that might be the day that you talk to somebody. Right? It's like vibe, the aura you carry with you. Like, I want people, and people always be like, I feel comfortable with you. Yeah. Like, I feel like,
that's how she used to be at the shop. She used to be like, that's why they treat you like somebody auntie. Like,
both of them. So it's funny because, like, first of all, me and her, when we was at the old salon, after so long, for some odd reason, she started to dress like me. It was like she had a camera in my room.
Skirt. Hold on.
No, we would come to work and have on the same colors.
You guys. It's like 12 o'clock in Milwaukee and my mom's calling me.
Okay, go ahead. But it was like weird because
everything okay?
She was like, why do you keep wearing the same? Like, we would have on the same pattern someday. Like, it was weird.
Color something, and so, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. That started to attract for real, right?
And then when she came and started, and she act like somebody auntie too. So both of them, I called them aunties. I call Brittany Auntie B because Brittany will just be like, hey, how you doing? I'm like, do you? But we just met them.
Yeah.
Every time.
What you doing?
So it's funny because, like, when she came, like, I ain't ever tell her that, but I was just like, I found another auntie.
Right.
I just found another auntie. This is what this is.
Right. Now I got 3 of them because they all in the room. You know what I'm saying? Okay. So I know we were talking about, like, entrepreneurship, like, we talking about the steps, how it takes, discipline just to grow, like, that consistency. Now, how was it, like, maintaining your, your customers and stuff like that, keeping people coming back? How was it? How was that?
It's a lot.
It wasn't for me, but go ahead.
I guess, like, depending, when I first started, I felt like it was a lot more. But now that I have, like, the book ski and stuff like that, I don't feel as stressed. But sometimes, like, people move out of town.
Yeah.
That's when it starts to get like a little like, dang, okay, I need to replace this person, that person, this person, because people move. And then with social media, it's cool. Like for me, Instagram is like my best friend.
Okay.
So that's how I get a lot of stuff. But it's all the posting that I be like, ooh, it's 12 o'clock. Okay, let me do this video. So that for me, like Brittany be like, oh, I love this. And I'm like,
Right. You know the time and effort.
You want to do mine too?
But it's different. I'm more of a technical
She's
person.
more tech.
Oh, okay.
And I'm like, this video, great. But it's just a lot. Like I saw this thing the other day where it was a reel on Instagram, and the girl was saying, so back in the day I used to just do hair. Now I gotta do hair. I gotta be a videographer. I gotta be a photographer. Then you want me to turn around and sell stuff, and it just kept going on and on and on. And I was like, yes, geez.
That's the new age entrepreneurship. Now it's like
It's
we're
different.
scaling. We gotta do more.
Yeah. Cause I don't even I don't know about them, but I don't even make cards like that no more because nobody really keeps it.
I never really used to.
Auntie over here.
Right.
I
Auntie
keep cards
Lee.
in the car. They in my
That's
purse.
it.
I have them. I just don't keep like a whole lot. Because
Yeah.
most of the time people be like, oh, do you
I
have
hand out a
Instagram?
card before I go on
Right.
Facebook.
Yep.
And when I
I'm
didn't have
terrible.
your cards, I always gave people your number. It's like, oh, what's your your hair?
That's how the clients, do you mind? Go ahead, baby. It's fine. Shoot them my number. I don't
Right,
care.
that's
You know what I
like
mean? Go
nobody.
ahead.
Yeah, now I had to take cards from a lot of people. I'm like, I don't think she want everybody blowing her up at the same time now. You know what I'm saying? And you don't even have social media, so I'm like, how do you like still scale your
That
business?
word of mouth still works.
Yes.
don't
So I tell people like old school, like everybody get on me at the shop. They say little things, but I don't post nothing. Like I don't like Caroline. Like when she was working with me, or they would have stuff on the website. They be like, you got pictures? I be like, go to the books, y'all. I don't know. You can look on the web, but it's like word of mouth. My like you said, retention. I have very good rapport with my clients. You know what I'm saying? So it's like a quality work. You know what I mean? They could go somewhere, but they always come back.
Right.
Oh, they always come
'Cause it ain't
home
the
to mama.
same.
They always, yeah, it's the experience.
Because a lot of times,
you
it's
know?
the experience. Like somebody can do your hair really great, but
Don't
That's
talk
the
to
experience.
you.
Just like,
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
And
from
we
the
hear
entrance
that a
to the
lot.
shampoo to the sitting in the
Yep.
chair to the, I mean everything. You know,
Eye
you can tell when
contact,
somebody
yes.
really cares. You know what I mean? So I guess that would say.
I guess for me it was different because I started in the hospital.
Okay.
My bedside manner had to be good. You know, I didn't know how to do anything but make somebody feel at home because they're in a foreign place. You have foreign bodies in your body, especially depending on what you're there for. When I knew how to deal with people. I was in school for psychiatric nursing. So I was just used to dealing with different types of disorders on top of the different personalities. So it's just like, hey girl, how you doing? And I can come and kind of read the room like, oh, so we doing the personalities. Okay, I'll be back. You know, and I'll come back with a different energy based on what you just gave me when I left. So that's kind of how I do my clients.
Facts.
Yeah, I do my clients like that. Like even though when I feel like you don't want to talk, once I get a couple questions and you one word me, oh, you good? We finna watch this TV or listen to this music.
It's like the body language. You gotta know how to read body language and all that. You know.
Like reading people energy and for anyways, it's like a huge thing.
Yeah.
And I shift mine. Oh, you ain't about to come sit in my chair with all that. We about to switch this whole situation.
I can't tell you how many times I done turned the chair around. You need a hug? Do you want to start over? You know, do you need a minute? I have given edibles. I have given time to just
do for real.
Yeah. I give time to talk.
I didn't get one.
I don't know how old you were at the time.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm 21.
So I wasn't gonna just do it to the babies now.
Yeah,
So.
facts. I do look 12. It's okay.
But you look like you maybe like 19, 20.
Okay.
So I
Right.
wasn't gonna chance it, and I'm like, is she in college? Is she gonna get tested? You know. Anyway, but I'll have drinks. Sometimes if you need to just stop and talk, let's do that. Because if this gonna help the next 6 hours of your box braids, let's talk for these 15 minutes and let you cry. Go to the bathroom. I'm finna pray because now I got a sage when you leave.
Right.
You know,
Your energy. Right.
boom. Now we good.
That's crazy. People don't. Like I said, people don't know. People just think running a business is easy.
It's
You're
not.
dealing with different people coming in and out of that.
You know, people you can never satisfy. And you
Some
know,
people-
saying when people try to I think they put it in their head when you're always trying to satisfy. Nobody's ever going to be satisfied. You'll like your hair, you'll love it. But you'll never, you know what I'm saying? You always go in like, I got to make sure this one's good. This one's, no. I don't care. You can have the perfect hairstyle. You can have the perfect parting, everything laid. Nobody's ever satisfied. You know you put in your best work.
Right.
I see if you come back. If you do, you don't. You know what I mean? But it's like a confidence that you have to have in yourself. It's a serious confidence you have because you know the quality of your work. You know what you put out here. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not just giving you, I'm not in the kitchen no more. I'm not in the stoop. So I'm giving you my professional everything. You know? You lose one, you gain one. It's a mentality. That's how I think. I'm like a real mental person. I look at what I gain, not what's going to lose. So even if I'm elevating, you might go to somebody else, but it's like two more that didn't call me. You understand what I'm saying? So you break certain cycles of things. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And I'm going to be honest. When I was working at the crib, I just came out of my house in 2019. I had the most clientele back home in my home. I gave the best experience. My children knew what to do. There was certain things I just did not allow during that time. I was telling Caroline, I lost a couple clients when I left my house.
Because it wasn't the same. No, that's
it's funny the way that people think, like how she was saying, like losing a couple clients just from going from one place to another. Because like when I was at the salon, it was like, what, 8 of us? Something like that. So once I got in the suite, I had so many clients that was like, oh, I love this so much more. And I was like,
it's
why?
private.
And I was like, it's just overwhelming. And sometimes I don't want to feel like I have to talk to everybody. And I never thought about that because we went to, what was that? I went to, I forgot the name of it right now, but the hair convention. And it was just, they were talking about suites and how horrible it was for us. And this was like 2016, 17.
Wait, when you sing for us, like, what do you mean?
Like
for
stylists? Because it was like, oh, it takes away us being together, us learning from each other.
True.
And just the whole aspect of having a salon and the salon feeling. But once I got the suite and my clients started just giving me this feedback about how they were more introverts and even people that are extroverts, they was like, I mean, I feel like it's me and you having a party. And I'm like, oh, okay. So it's interesting to see their perspective because I don't think anybody ever like really thought about like you sitting there and everybody looking at you, your hair jacked up, you waiting like, come on girl, blow dry this out. Right. Everybody's staring at me. And especially for us, it's men and women coming in. So once I thought about that, I was like, you know what? I never put it in the perspective of like them. So it's interesting, like just different aspects from both sides.
Okay. I was only with Caroline 6 months, but in that time, it changed my perspective on even. So the suite that I'm in now, it was the initial one that they had available right away was across from a barber. It's a black guy, and I got a lot of clients with some issues with their scalp. I did not want them coming in because they know when they come in, they can just throw their wig in the car because when they leave, it's going to be different. Yeah. Or they'll come in and they like, oh, you across the street
from you across the hall from us.
Exactly. Yeah. So I waited until I'm like, hey, I think I want the one on the opposite end of the building. So they don't even have to go past his door or his area where the people waited. You know what I'm saying? And I probably wouldn't have thought about that. So I was in there in a more public area because I was in my house. You know, and in my salon suite, it was only 4. So you came to my door and we all kind of kept our door closed because we all had very touchy clients. You know what I'm saying? Some old, some young, some kids. It was a lot of differences. So even things like that, it just changes. It definitely, I accommodate my clients differently.
Okay. All right. And have you guys ever had a moment when you guys had to like stop professionalism or get out of character for a client?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, I want to hear her. Go ahead.
Go ahead, Auntie B. Right. Because you get a strongest.
So, I had a young man come in with cerebral palsy. But let's back it up, give you a little bit of backstory. Regular client, been coming to me since I only had an office chair in my house as my salon chair. Like, that's how long they've been rocking with me. And it was a quote-unquote brother. can you get him in? He got an interview. He just moved out here. I'm like, man, you've been rocking with me from the beginning. You know I got your brother. He come in there, like I said, he has cerebral palsy, but he was like handling himself pretty well. So I got another client that got cerebral palsy. Caroline probably remember her because sometimes she off balance. I like lock the chair so she don't, you know what I'm saying? He wasn't like that, so I'm like, all right, cool. So I'm like, hey, just want you to know I'm fitting you in, so you might have to wait a little bit, but I got you. He was like, cool. So I'm thinking we about to have a great experience. He hadn't washed his hair in 2 months. Nothing against whatever his choices are. But, so I was just like, hey, how long has it been? Because after like 3 shampoos, I ain't got no lather. Okay?
Yeah.
Something's wrong.
Right.
So,
It ain't no bubble.
right.
Where the bubble?
Usually the first shampoo is no lather, but not the second and the third.
Yeah.
So I'm like, how long has it been?
Right.
And he was like, oh, it's been a couple months. I was like, okay, I just want to kind of, I'm letting you know this is why it's taking it so long. And you had already been waiting so long. I just want to make sure you don't think I'm just back here doing nothing.
Yeah.
So I'm explaining to him the reasons why it's good to keep the health of your hair and scalp and with locks. And they were kind of thick. Things can get in it. They smooths. Do you get your hair wet when you shower? Do you blow? I'm asking questions while I'm washing. So he started trying to sit up. So I have a cousin with cerebral palsy. I know sometimes she has muscle spasms, right? So I'm thinking that's what it is.
Yeah.
He did it again. So I'm like, just so you know, if you do continue to sit up, the water's going to go down your shirt. And he was like, I'm just saying, you don't know my body. I'm like, oh. So I looked at, because my regular client, I looked at him. I said, get your boy.
Right. Right.
Get your boy. Because it's about to be some issues. Now, mind you, I've gotten, my youngest son was dropped off at the salon. He was only like 9 or 10 at the time. 9. And so he kind of looked into my suite because he got loud. And so I was just like, hey, I just want to make sure. So my client jumped in. He was like, hey, she's a really good stylist. That's why I brought you here. And she's doing me a favor, like trying to remind him, like, calm down.
Yeah.
She doing me a favor, da-da-da-da-da. So now they're having a verbal issue, and it's getting loud. I turned the water off. I started wringing his hair out, like, okay, the service is about to end. In my mind.
Yeah.
It's about to end. Now, mind you, they told me I couldn't bring my gun where I was working before. So I was even more upset. Oh, yeah. Because I'm like, man, I ain't even got no weapon in case it get ugly. Yeah. I keep it on, just so you know. So they go back and forth. So I said, look, I just want you to know, his service is ending. Do you have anybody else that's possibly able to do his hair tomorrow before his interview? I'm still trying to help this man. Yeah. He buck up on me. I got some $125 scissors that I'm going to put up your ass. Keep on. So now he looking at your boy. I'm sorry. Can I cuss?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Go ahead. Say what you got to say.
So I'm like, I'll beat your motherfucking ass, dude. You don't know who you dealing with. You fucking around in front of my son. He about to see you get your motherfucking ass whooped. You bitch ass nigga. Yeah. You punk pussy ass nigga.
That's that Milwaukee.
Like I was like you bucking up. We in this whoopy ass sweet nigga. I beat your motherfucking. I was there.
You took it there.
I was there.
Yeah.
I was not in Arizona. I was not in front of my child. I was on 44th and Garfield outside with a motherfucker. Okay? In Milwaukee. I was mad. And I'm like, oh my God, my kid is here. So now my regular client is staring at me. So he just started kind of pushing him out the salons because he stood up on me and he bucked up. That's the only reason. And I'm cerebral palsy or not, I'll beat your crippled ass. And I was there. Like, I was there. And I'm nothing against nobody with no disabilities, but I'm just saying I was there.
You can go there.
And I had to unlock the door for him. So now he's standing at the door. So I'm like, let me go get my keys. So my son's standing up at this point. And I'm like, sit down, baby. We good. We good. Don't worry about it. I get the keys, come back to the door. So now my client is trying to like stand between us so I can unlock the door. He goes outside now. He trying to buck up even as he like walking out the door.
He had more than cerebral palsy. It was something going on up
He
here.
was gonna have a foot.
It was something
He was
wrong
gonna have a foot.
up
I was
there.
gonna lose a shoe that night. It was gonna be somewhere, and I had my scissors. Yeah, that's what happened.
Wait, so
Look, I ain't curse somebody out like that. Yeah.
scissors cost up to $100 though.
I'm sorry?
Yeah, scissors cost up to $600.
120. Those in
Those
particular.
are just your basic.
Yeah,
They got different
See, I got
levels,
doing
baby.
Walmart stuff. Okay, my bad.
yeah.
I got a whole case. Nobody better not touch. Don't you touch nothing in this case. Seriously.
Scissors
Too much money.
are an investment.
Yeah, I figure all y'all equipment are definitely investment because you get your money right back as you use them on a client anyway. You know what I'm saying? So,
And then some.
yeah, facts.
I think some people forget that though, because especially now, like raising prices and
Oh my God.
everything is
Triple.
inflation right now, and then you mad because I'm over here adding to inflation. Don't be mad at me.
Right.
My products went up, so
Too,
I'm
right.
using them on you. Okay.
I stopped explaining.
And I don't now. Like I just send out that little
Because
template.
they don't go talking to Walmart like that. You don't go negotiate your price with Walmart. What you?
It's interesting. Like even like so. This is why I don't do Facebook. I don't think any of us,
No, I don't
Not
like
too much.
Facebook.
because you get on Facebook, it's all these different
I be
groups.
mad when they tag my name.
Man, what you talking about? I can't.
I have deleted
Do
some.
not
Like,
tag me no more because it's frustrating. They'll be like, I got $120 and I want knotless braid, small down to my booty.
You missing $200, man.
Say what? And I need the hair to be included.
Yes.
And I need the hair to be included.
Hold on. Wait a minute.
And I ain't paying
time
no
out.
deposit. They put
Flag
that in
on
there
the
too.
plate,
You know everything
whatever.
they got to do.
Yeah.
No, hold on. And there's so many people that do hair at home that they're like, I got you. Listen, if you needed some gas money, that's
didn't.
fine. But it's like, even like we talked about like her being home and being like in the suite, and some people, I will say, I've gone. It's rude. I don't even know the girl name, but I went to this girl house. I was telling her to get my lashes
I'm being
done.
quiet.
You saw roaches?
No.
Man, I might as well have.
Everything but.
I called and I was like, hey, I am outside. Is it these apartments here? And she was like, oh, I wasn't sure you were coming still.
What?
I was like, I gave you the $20 deposit. And she was like, oh, okay. But some people will do the deposit and then just don't show.
Well, I'm
okay.
So
Well,
you
I'm
expecting them
outside.
to show up.
Yeah. So she was like, oh, well, you got to excuse my house. The kids, you know, they was doing da-da-da. And I'm like, okay.
paid.
I
So
have
I got
two kids.
kids,
Like,
right.
cool. So I get to the door.
Oh no.
I'm trying to figure out how to say this nicely. I don't think I can. You walked in. Her table was right here.
Mm-hmm.
It had glue all over the table. There was no supply table. It was just like dirty table.
No, thank
And
you.
she was like, oh, you can sit right here. And I was kind of like,
No.
No, I won't.
okay, God, how I'm finna tell this girl I'm leaving.
Oh, I was about to
So
say, you
then-
staying?
I'm not done. Then I look to the left. It is a whole sectional with a plethora of clothes. Clothes all falling off the couch on the floor. Then I look in the kitchen. The two toddlers that could not have possibly washed all them clothes and put them on the couch,
Right.
sitting in diapers with stuff all on the table, a big box of pizza, and they looking at me like, who are you? Then she's like, oh, I'm getting my stuff. And I'm like, oh, okay. Still trying to figure out, oh, Jesus, what do I say? Like, how do I say this
Right.
nicely? Because I went through my business page, first of all, so I don't want to just be like, girl, hell the fuck, I'm finna go. So I was just like, whew. So she comes over with this big duffel bag, unorganized, of just shit. And I was just like,
You remember that reel?
oh no. That's how I felt. I was like, oh no. She was like, well, I only got 20-inch. You know what? Nope. I wanted them short and natural, so that's not gonna work. And I don't want
It's
them.
okay.
She
It's
was,
okay.
I was like, it's okay. No, don't worry about it. Keep the deposit. It's fine. And she, Right, and she just was like, no, well, I can just do them the all one where it's just eating. I don't like that. That doesn't look natural, right? I'm still like, okay, how do I answer her professionally? And she was like, oh, well, I can order them. It's okay. Don't worry about it. I don't need them that bad anyway. But have a good night. Bye. Tommy and them. And it just, like, people like that make people like Brittany that have it sectioned off nicely. It's not in front of
you. Walked into basically a salon suite at my house.
Yeah. And I think, like, to me, I didn't work at home long because I just didn't like people in my house like that. Because I had a neighbor had lived across from me for a minute, and her son went in my daughter piggy bank, took some money out, and I asked her, and she was like, oh no. And I said, well, it's a $20 bill and my aunt wrote on it. It's the first piece of money that my daughter had. So yeah. And she was like, oh, well, I'll look. You think she ever wrote me back? After that, I said, oh no, I don't care if it's a referral, I don't care if it's your cousin, your mama, I don't want nobody else in my house. So I don't know, like, it's different. But yeah, that was nasty.
It's a mess sometimes.
It's a whole mess. Even some people have it sectioned off, and they be having their kids screaming and running around. It's like, if you gonna work from home, work from home. Like,
that's what his name is. Work from home.
Come on now.
I ended a relationship because he was just like, anything, you just do this and do that. I'm like, when you come downstairs, yes. The entire downstairs is my salon. You need shoes on. You need something that is not a beater. Put on a real shirt. Speak. I don't care how you feel. Downstairs.
It's my business. Yeah.
Yeah. It ended.
Yeah. Cause like still even like dating as entrepreneurs a lot. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
like some people don't even understand.
What word did you use? Does that word work? Alecia don't know about it. She been out the game since '99.
We just had this conversation before we was coming here.
What? Yeah. Okay, I want to know about it because I know like I ain't in the streets. No, I'm at home. Like after this, I'm going home. I mean, watching Netflix, eating ice cream, and going to bed. You know what I'm saying? I'm chilling.
It's so many different aspects of dating as an entrepreneur because you have the mindset that you have to be in business. You got to find somebody else that has that entrepreneurial mindset.
They have to understand it.
Yeah,
a lot of people. Some people don't because they're like, oh, you're a hairstylist. It's the same thing as them looking like. I feel like I've met guys where when I say I'm a hairstylist, they feel like I probably don't make that much. And most of them are all like, oh, no, you got food stamps, right? Sir, who the fuck are you like?
And if I did,
that's how you gonna come and ask?
50 cent on the dollar. While we talking.
It's just like,
just saying.
They just completely expect for hairstylists to be on assistance, need all types of help. And it's interesting, and like how we was talking about the discipline. Like for me, that's the one thing I had to figure out because getting paid every day, and getting paid every 2 weeks, I was like, oh, I'm good,
right?
And then I would be like, whoa, hold on, wait, whoa, what did I just do? No, take it back.
At the mall every day after you, right? I was just talking to my friend about that. We gonna get back to the relationship on that, but like. My friends know my mindset when it comes to financially, just you as a person. My friends know my mindset. So he was like, I was like, no, stylists make probably over like $2,000 a day. You know what I'm saying? Or if I'm a stylist, I'm going to the mall every day. I say you gonna be broke every day too.
Every day. At the end of that week, ain't nothing getting paid.
I said you missed the whole point. And my friend sitting in the kitchen is like, you already know what people gonna say. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't even have to question that. You know what I'm saying? Like, people, it takes discipline. Like, people want to build wealth. It takes discipline. You know what I'm saying? Why is you at the mall every day? You can't buy everything. You don't need everything.
It just gives you a lifestyle. It helps you create the lifestyle that you want. Like, okay, I could go, if I do want to go buy my baby some shoes, I could go buy my baby some shoes.
Today.
I ain't got to wait till this and this and that. You feel what I mean? Like, it just gives you a different... like a sense of like you can handle your shit. You know what I'm saying? Oh, that dress is cute. Yeah, let me go buy that. Oh,
Right.
a retwist shit. I got 3 of them tomorrow. That's good. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like it
I'm
kinda,
getting right back. Right.
Or tip money. Oh shit, that's tip money. That's
Man.
tip. You know what I'm saying?
We just talked about tips because
Right.
sometimes tips can pay that bill.
Okay.
Man.
Sometimes them tip. Listen, I'm glad you brought that up. So I was blessed with a $125 tip from one client yesterday.
Ooh.
And I didn't know until I went to pay for my food today. I flipped the money. I'm like, it's another $100 bill in here. I gave half of it to my waitress. She was just talking about she had a baby.
Blessing somebody else.
Yeah.
Your blessing.
Yeah, I gave her $50 on top of paying my bill.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it was just like that extra $125, that just paid my business insurance.
Right.
$61 a month. You know what I'm saying? So I got a little extra, little gas. You know, might be able to have a drink or two. You know what I'm saying? Just saying.
Right.
It's a bar down the street.
Man,
we lit. You know what I'm saying?
I'm just saying.
Right.
Them tips.
They
I
do.
was
They
crying.
People don't
at
think
the
about that
restaurant.
though.
Dude,
They really
man.
don't. Like they just feel like
That cost.
like
that
it's
cost.
just it's just and then too because the 3 of us like Brittany will do like the lace fronts and stuff, but it's not like her primary thing. So nowadays everybody like, oh, you ain't doing lace fronts and stuff. You ain't making that much. Oh, okay, thank you.
Right.
Like
Whatever you think.
whatever.
Right. You know what I'm
Can't
saying?
count my change.
Yeah,
Right.
like, just because you see the wig, you don't know how much. And I get a lot of people that I feel like our prices are pretty much the same, but it's a lot of people that'll be like, yeah, I was going to, but man, your price is high.
Yeah.
Thank
And I'm
you.
like, okay.
And it's the
Quality
clientele base. That's why I
Okay.
say I love where I'm at. I'm like, I ain't in the hood. I got Porsches and you know what I'm saying? I got established people where they come drop. It's not a problem saying, oh, $350. Oh,
Okay, cool. You know what I'm saying?
you understand what I'm saying? Or whatever the
Yes.
case. Like they don't, oh, well, no, can we make it 25? Can you
Right.
take 10 off?
off,
I don't
yeah.
have, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's like you just build, when you build it, that's when you know you there. You know what I'm saying? That's how I kind of, because I'm like, I've built mine to a point where
Because I used to be nervous to tell people prices
Your price.
when I first started. I would be like,
I ain't gonna front. I had this
I ain't
white
scared
lady
to
out
tell
of
you my
high
price no
school.
more.
This white lady taught me a valuable lesson, right? Miss Susan, she was doing those micro links. And you know, they teach you in high school, whatever. So I knew how to do it, but it wasn't my say. Like, I hadn't done it on a lot of people. So she like your girl, so she wanted me to do it. You know what I mean? So she was like, well, how much do you charge? So in my head, I'm all nervous. 200. She was like, when you go back and research, call me.
Oh yeah.
That's what she told me. She said, when you come back with a price, she said, I want you to go research, call me. So I go do my little research, you know what I'm saying, comparing, seeing what's out here, dropped it with the number. She was like, can we schedule for, I was like 5 and some change. She was like, okay, can we schedule for next week at 6 o'clock? Don't be scared of no money.
Right.
Know your word.
Charge
Right.
what
And
you're
then
worth.
people.
Know your word.
And when people
Charge
come talking about something, oh, can we negotiate? Nah, I know somebody that can pay this
Right.
price. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? I'm just not for you. We
Right.
cool.
That's
you know what I'm
it.
saying?
Because I don't want that energy. To me, I'm not gonna
Right.
go back. I'm not. And I think a lot of clients think you're thirsty, like you're,
Oh, yeah.
like you need
That's
that.
money,
You
right?
know what I'm
Because
saying?
they
Like
don't
I'm doing you a
understand.
favor, baby. No,
No, you thank you for
You feel me?
eliminating yourself. That was
Right.
the favor. That was the favor.
Right. Let me
yeah.
yeah.
scratch out.
Yeah.
Next. You know what I'm saying?
Because
And you
somebody
just have
waiting
to get
anyway.
to that level. You
Right.
really have to get to that level mentally. You know what I'm saying? Because when you get nervous, it do be weeks. You might look or whatever, but say by that next, you like. I used to tell Carol all the time, you just gotta trust your craft, man. You know what you put out here. You have to
Facts.
trust your craft. It's gonna have to reciprocate. Is that the right word?
Reciprocate.
Reciprocate.
Look, you caught that though. Hey.
You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
it has to. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like if you grinding, and I know I'm banging out all these clients. I know what I do, so people not gonna come every 2 weeks. For
Yeah.
the service I provide, they're not gonna come once a week. You feel what I'm saying?
Yes.
These are so you got to grind, you got to put. So everybody in them weeks and days is just. And then you done looked up 3, 4, 5 years in the game. It's like, oh shit.
Why was I tripping?
Right.
I'm good.
You already built it.
You built
it for a
it.
reason.
Even people that you had 4 years ago that you forgot, you still doing hair.
Right.
I'm
Come
You
on,
know
do
what?
it.
I got somebody today. She said,
I had a girl like
we
that
just
before.
moved back to Arizona.
Yeah.
You still doing hair?
That's what I'm saying.
This girl working in Sephora, she randomly was like, hey, you did my hair, blah, 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 blah. And I was like, girl, what?
Right.
And when she said Sephora, I said, oh, I did her hair like 2 years ago. She was like, you still do hair? Can I give somebody your number? I was like,
and that's the love. Like the clients give love. I get so many clients coming through my line. Alecia, I got this person for you.
Right.
You see where I get it. Alecia, I got this person, this person, or I got this person number from such and such. You know what I'm saying? Or I seen such and such at the store. I asked them who did it. You know what I mean?
a lot of my clients are relatives. Like, I'll just be like,
they love,
oh,
like,
I just
the love
seen your
is
mama.
real.
Oh, your cousin, your
The
brother
love
was
is
here,
real.
your sister was
Yeah,
here.
right.
Like,
I got you. Right.
Because one girl the other day, she actually, Cash App, y'all know sometimes it's a little slow. So it didn't come through yet. And she was like, okay, just call me if it don't come through. And she was like, well, basically, you can call my mom, my brother, or whatever. I was like, you right. Like, just go ahead. You good. I believe you. So it's, I think that's the cool part of it, like getting the whole family.
Yes.
One thing I did find out from one of my clients, well, from one of my clients' referrals. She came in, she was like, hi, I've heard so much about you, I'm so excited. And she was like super amped up. I was like, okay, girl, come on, let's sit down.
That'd be
Let's do it, right? I'm crazy.
Yeah.
So,
Look, and I just want people to know, because we was in the suite. She used to act like it was me. So I would do little videos, and I'd be like, this me in the salon. And this Brittany, and she would be like, oh my God. But then when we outside,
Oh yeah.
work Brittany is different than Brittany.
I can tell. I'm glad I got you out.
Because you see me at
Right.
the salon.
Right. Professional,
That's
quiet.
right.
Yep.
I did her just like I did Alecia. I walk right over and be like, hey.
Right. Always singing and stuff.
Every time.
All the time.
Yeah. So she
Always
said to me, you know, one thing I like was, she said, if I come, I need to make sure I wear a mask. She told me I had to wash my hands when I first came in, because I was at the house. I had a bathroom right by the door. You can wash your hands, have a seat. Don't touch nothing, because you ain't gonna get nothing else. Get your hair done and go home. Right? Right. And I sanitize in between everybody. I wipe off handles. I'm a little OCD.
Oh yeah.
And Caroline is aware.
I know, she choked on Lysol before.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, I did.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so you know. It's real.
Yeah,
But I like the rapport that was already built with my other person. So when she sent the person to me, she knew
told her everything.
She said, "Hey, this is what you can expect." You already seen my hair. She knew the work.
Yes,
But
yes.
I love the way that I was described.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay,
That's always nice.
Yeah.
this is nice.
It's like,
Like, y'all see me like
Yeah.
that. You know?
Right. It was nice.
That's good, especially when somebody gives you a referral and they already telling you, this is what you gotta do. Respect my person. You know what I'm saying? They gonna respect you. You already see, like you said, you already seen the work that she did.
Right.
Now go in here, respect her area, her space.
Yep.
I told you what's going on. You know what I'm saying? So she ain't got it. You already know. Go ahead and do the thing. You know what I'm saying?
That's funny you say that, because I've had clients that have referred someone, and then that person just and I used to be like, oh, they probably gonna leave too, like, oh, all right,
don't.
and they don't. Like one
know
one
they friends
client,
ain't
yeah,
shit.
like recently one client.
Say it again. Damn.
Shoot.
No, they friends ain't.
Cause she did, like, so
Messing
this
up
guy
my
was
damn
supposed to get lock
relationship.
extensions. He canceled his appointment 3 different times. So this last time he paid a deposit and he was trying to get it back. So he ended up going through his credit card or debit card, whatever, and had it as a charge back because he disputed it. And I'm like, hold on. So me and my I want to keep self forever self, I took screenshots of all the messages, every appointment he booked, and sent it to them like, nah, bruh, tell him.
Facts.
So when the original client came in, and she was like, oh, yeah, did he come in? And I was like, oh, she don't know.
No,
Okay.
right.
So I told her, I was like, yeah, he ain't coming. He canceled 3 times. And she said, girl, he retarded. I said, oh, okay. So you still here. Cool. Got it. All right. So it's funny how
They say all money ain't good money.
Yeah,
Facts.
it's not. That's like, for me,
All money ain't good.
it's certain stuff I'll be like, people be like, oh, do you do like, no, Brittany.
Right.
And if they do all the dramatic baby hairs, I do the basics. Okay, that's it.
Oh, them
I do it
edges.
too. Me and Alecia used to do. People be like, "Oh, Alecia, I think I want bread." Caroline, she wants some
braid
braids. I would be like,
know I
they
ain't
didn't even
braiding
finish
nothing.
saying
I
what they
can't.
was saying. All you heard was break. She was
No.
Don't
like,
even finish it. You already know what you want. You
she
good.
like, Caroline, let me look on the books again. She got this date. I'm not.
that's all right.
I'm gonna be out of town. No, you're not. But I do the same thing. Like a lot of the I know how to do, like, a lot of people with fine hair, Caucasian people, whatever. She'll get to it. And I'd be like, let me send you. Alecia is really great with that. She's amazing. Just, yep, she got you covered. Because it's certain stuff I just will tell people no. Like, even my mom. My mom told me one day, she was like, you are so rude. I don't understand why your clients, what do you do? Like, you just always saying, no, you can't have that. You can't have this. And I was like, yeah. And I was like, actually, I do tell my clients no.
No.
She was like, she just looked, because you not like that. Like, you are just, this is what I want. But I got clients that'll come and be like, oh, I want to sew in. No, you don't.
Miracle. They think you a goddamn
They'll send you a picture of this style.
Like, baby, you ain't got the length, the texture.
The let's talk about it.
None of that. But my biggest thing is people that know that they're not going to take care of what they asking for. And I'm like, no. And they like, what is wrong with you? Because we have seen a lot of stylists that'll say they know how to do something, and they not really great at it, and they do it anyway. We not them people. I be like, you want me to do? Nah. Do you tie your hair at night? You don't. You got combs, brushes? No. You don't need that. You want which braids?
Yeah, you gotta put that professionalism. Like, you gotta throw that professionalism out there. That's where that comes.
And it's just like, it's like that. Like I hate that. Like, I hate to see
somebody come with a cut this way, baby. Your face is shaped too round for that. I don't even understand. But we could go with a fringe. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta let them know, and like, then they feel like, oh, she really cares. She loves me. You know what I'm saying?
Because for real, it's just like, one, you finna walk out and say that I did this. And I feel like we have to be honest enough to be like, hey, listen,
this ain't gonna fit your face.
No,
it's not gonna work.
Yeah, and it could be a nice style. It's just not good for them.
Yeah.
Because I just have people, they want their hair parted one way. You look at the hairline of one person, and then you look at their hairline, and it's like it's not gonna look the same. So I'm gonna just do it a little bit like It's not gonna look exactly the same, but it's definitely. And I know people be like, wait, what? Did she finagle me? No, I'm just trying to
make it look better.
Right.
Make it look better. Compliment you. Let it compliment you.
All the way back here. No.
It is what it is, though.
Work with, right.
Yeah. Right. You have to. But I know, so you want to talk about this dating stuff. Because that's what
you remember?
Look at her eyes. I synced it. Girl. It's hard. I feel like it's hard because, like I said, like most men don't think that we make a lot. And then two, I think my biggest thing is I hate that some men be thinking like, you was talking to your client. I don't know.
You're right, gossip.
I don't shit where I eat.
Right.
No, I can't stand it. Like, it drives me crazy. And I always just laugh. And I think because I laugh, they don't believe me. But I think it's funny because I'm like, y'all don't understand. So men will come in to the shop and get their hair done, and some of them, I swear to God, probably ain't brushed their teeth, ain't took no bath, they was drunk last night, and
still got the little orange armband on,
right? And you think that man, they be coming in looking so dusty. Right. No, I don't talk to my clients,
and even if they was looking good, I don't shit where I eat.
Yeah, I just it's too uncomfortable, first of all. And then it's just like any other job. Like, I never dated nobody that I worked with. Yeah. It's just, no. I don't
it's like rules to you. You know, and I know different people. I'm married, so I don't know nothing about the dating scene. Yeah. You know what I'm saying, what they do. But even keeping a household balance, you know what I'm saying? Because you can go so hard, but then you feel like, oh, I'm neglecting my home. I haven't been home. I'm working. You know what I'm saying? Or I'm missing time with the family. So then when you do get the days off, you're like, oh, I really do miss being here, and you know what I'm saying. So it's like really finding a balance, and even in your marriage, like, you know what I'm saying. I'm working, get home, talking, baby, get home. You know what I'm saying?
I get it.
You know,
man. I said I was gonna do
that.
Like, what?
Right here, like.
Oh God!
You get home and you slump. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like,
Like psych,
because people don't think it's a lot.
It's a lot
you know
of
what I'm saying?
energy.
Mentally,
You just standing there.
physically, you know, you
they
being
think
creative,
you standing there,
you taking in people's
right.
energy. You know what I'm
Standing
saying? You
there
going straight to the
focusing, energy,
crown. You know what I mean? Like it's a lot.
It's a
And if
lot.
you dealing with a whole bunch of bullshit ass people all day,
Right.
you gotta make sure you detoxed and not attached.
yeah.
Before you get home.
You know what I'm saying? Because you don't want to take that
It's
into
like
your house. You know.
it's any other job. Like we still need to come home and decompress. Let me tell you about this lady earlier. Let me tell you about how this lady brought her kid in. And it's just like woo.
Or if I don't
hands sitting
feel
there
like
jumping and shit, you sitting
Man.
there like I'm cold, I'm good.
lying to yourself.
It'll go away in a minute.
And then sometimes you just don't want to say nothing.
Yeah.
I'll get home and my ex will be like, well, what happened at work today? And I'm just like, dude, I was
Cool. It was a good
downstairs. Leave me alone. Give me a minute. What you mean? Exactly what I said.
You right.
Just give me a minute. The same 30 minutes of silence you want when you get home, that's what I need when I come upstairs. Give me a minute.
That's why I sit in my car every time. Every
Oh,
time
yeah.
before I
I
pull
start to
home,
do
I
that
swear to
now.
God, I
do
sit
that
in
a
my
lot.
car for like 20, 30 minutes
That's
before I
not
like
enough for me.
go in the house.
Brittany like I need a cat nap.
I just need, like, once I come in and once I get, I ain't comfortable in
Yeah.
the car. I still got, you know.
I get what you're saying.
Yeah,
I know what you
I
mean.
want 30 good minutes. Just let me take a shower. Let me sit on Instagram in the bathroom for a minute. It's just a few minutes
Just get
of
out
silence.
of that, just get out your brain to be at ease.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Especially
now you knocking.
Yeah, you with other people. You with personalities. Like you just feel like you're dealing with 100 ex people a day.
Or the one client over here, baby was crying all day.
Yeah.
Mama chasing her around the shop. This one over here tripping about this. You know, you dealing with or not. This one happy. This one, you know, so it's like you just.
Especially being in like a full on salon. You got your client, this client, they client. It's
Next person
like,
client.
Lord,
Yeah.
You
I had
hearing
some different
so much.
struggles though, because I wasn't home. So when I went to the salon suite, I'm like, who's these people walking past the door? Why they looking? Hello? Can I help you? I'm looking at the door like, what you want? You know what I'm saying?
They don't want you, Brittany.
I'm going
Brittany,
to my
they don't want
suite,
you.
ma'am.
That was
I did not come in here for you, ma'am.
They did not want to smoke. So I'm like,
And see, I'm the opposite. I'm like I like to be, what's up? You know me. You just see me around. What's going on? You know what I mean? So I'm like opposite. So I don't feel like a suite would make me feel like
yeah,
but you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It fits different personalities. You know what I mean? Like I like the whole salon vibe and the, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's just like my like I love it. You know?
That's your
That's
environment.
that's my environment. That's what I was looking
sometimes
for.
I don't feel like talking to people for like next 2 days. Actually, from
thing-
all the people. I
I think my thing is texting. I think because one, I'm at work, and then people texting here and there about like hair appointments, and you got the personal text. Then people messaging you about hair, and it's like, first of all, I got this gel on my hair. I got gel over here. I got mousse falling down my hair, and I'm over here trying to text. Look like I can't spell.
I got your about to fall. Like,
I'm terrible. My
Yeah.
phone be on the
Thing is,
charger
so-
somewhere
What
to
makes
the
me
side.
mad
Like
is the
I'm
questions
terrible.
that they asking most of the time is on the website.
Yeah. So
But
it's
then
a
you
lot.
sound mean when you say, just go to the site.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
sometimes I don't want to go to say. I still ask.
Your
Yeah,
questions
she-
can be answered if
I
you
done
don't.
think
I
she
done had a client
VIP.
ask
I
me,
swear I'm
You know how you
VIP.
do the you have to have a consultation.
Yes.
Shorty said, you know, she trying to finagle me. First of all, I don't care. We not talking. You ain't pay my 25. We're not talking.
Right.
You set that consultation up, right? I used to be known for it. I talk to you, get everything, and so you know, like I say, Rod and Caroline put me on game, far as being on point with stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like, no, a consultation that's $25. You pay for that.
It's
Don't just be
time.
sitting there,
Yes,
you know,
it's
stuff
time.
like that. So this thing said.
Oh, this thing.
Because listen to what I'm about to say. She said, I hope this don't sound like a stupid question, but what is a consultation? Those are the times you don't respond. I said, I'm going to let her think about that.
She could.
I'm going to let her think about
She
it.
could have
Be
Googled
friends.
it.
Yeah, we could be friends.
She could have Googled it
I'm not the
before
stylist
she
for you.
decided.
I'm not the
Yes.
stylist for you.
We be telling people that though.
Oh, for real?
Straight up.
Sometimes you have to.
You have to make your
Because,
like you know when you be
yeah.
like
Mostly
I
I
can
do
call
it before they
I
come.
can call it. I got a serious discernment. I swear to God, I got a serious discernment, and I be like, I'm what is it? Oh, discernment.
Discernment.
We knew what you meant.
Okay.
Keep it pushing. We
Look,
got
I didn't
you.
even
We
hear
got
it.
you.
Yeah, me neither.
Dang, switch.
But you know, but it's like, you know, where I know, like, nah, or you gonna be proms. Like, nah, I don't want to deal with you. Or even if the other girls, I be like, nah, they ain't even worth the money, shorty. Go ahead and did that. You know what I mean? Like, you could just kind of see it, Pete. When you've been around for a while, you can tell when they try and hustle.
Yeah.
You can tell when they on game. You can tell when they come and they scoping, or when they trying to get something. But, oh, this ain't right. I didn't, you know what I mean?
Let me tell you one thing. That's funny you say it that. When people ask a few too many questions before they get my website, I go in and I will create a profile. I will block their profile with the phone number. You gonna be a problem.
You gonna be a problem. You can feel it. You can feel it.
I had somebody send me a video from YouTube.
Oh, the disrespect
with the rubber bands and I get it.
The rubber band method?
It was a lot, and it was just funny to me because I'm like, I get it. I'm a natural stylist, so you think this is what everybody does.
Yeah.
No, I'm not doing that because I said, well, I can do that, but I'm not going to do it with that method that she used because it will take me longer to do it that way. Oh, well, I want it done like this. So, I mean, I guess if you can't, okay, well, I'm not sure who to recommend you to, but thank you for reaching out.
Yeah.
Have a good day. Bye.
I leave my red.
It must have been a good match because I still think I'm VIP though, but okay.
Yeah. Don't tell nobody. Can we cut that part out?
Told y'all going out.
It's a few of y'all that just be refuse to go to the site.
They pull on the heartstrings, you know. You got a couple, you'll keep them close to you.
Right.
What do you need to? Let me squeeze. Hold on. Let me see what
I'm like, so you got an opening because I got this shoot. I need to get.
That's what be getting y'all in. When you tell us what you got to do, that's when we make provisions.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I respect that because I had a photo shoot. Yeah. And then I was like, can you get me in? Like it's like 18 because I usually get like every 18th of the month now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I'm booked for the 10th. Oh yeah, we in there. Let's go.
It's like that though. I will say I do that for my people that are consistent and they come on a regular basis and been around for over probably like that 2 year. Yeah. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, facts.
And those people, like, if I can figure it out, I'm gonna figure it out.
I stay late for you. Might even come a little early.
Yeah, right. I try to come a little early.
Yeah,
right.
I'll do that.
Like I said, Caroline was like, oh, she texted, I'll be late in traffic. I don't do that no more. Definitely, yeah, nah. Professionalism all the way around in every area of my life. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause that's still somebody else's business too. At the end of the day. So like, and also I believe in the energy you put out. Like that's the energy you'll get back. Right. So like, if I'm on time, people will be on time for me. You know what I'm saying? That's still somebody's business. They still got clients. They doing this for you, like as a favor. So go ahead and get that done. Definitely believe in that.
But I do compensate when I'm late.
Oh yeah,
I do.
I get mad at myself. Yeah.
No, I
no, like
you said I get mad.
No, as a stylist.
No, like yeah. If I'm in my business, like say I'm supposed to be here at a certain time, I get mad at myself because like that's still professionalism. Right. You know what I'm saying?
I almost canceled because I was late. I'd rather for y'all to start without me.
Yeah, I had to tell her to chill.
Like, oh yeah, she did say
I got a problem with being late.
Yeah,
just come on, come on. But no, like what we were saying was like if I'm like if I'm more than like 15 minutes late, I'll knock off something because I feel like if I'm gonna do it to you, then you know
30 minutes.
It depends on like what it is. If I didn't if I'm like last minute type of late, I'd be like,
I don't.
Right.
If I call you an hour or two and I know I'm gonna be late or
that's
I'm
different.
running late,
no, that's different. I'm talking about just that
like
out of nowhere, last minute late. Yeah. But no, like there are people
extra wash.
I give you extra one. I ain't knocking off nothing.
I have done it. It's like you'll be rolling too much.
I just never done that.
What? So if you charge a late fee for that person,
I don't charge no late fee. I give you like before I used to give them about 30 minutes. Now they got maybe I got my little booze rag.
That's why I got a little 5, 10, so now I give 15 out,
and then that's it. Like I don't charge them no.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I really don't. I don't know why I don't charge them that.
No, I feel like
I don't.
Every business is like a 10-minute window, 10-15.
But I don't deal with a lot. I don't deal with no kids.
Oh,
I've
never seen you with a kid in your
chair. Yeah, when everybody pass the torch. Okay,
that's why I tapped out. She wore me out.
Certain things I just
sending me her little kids.
But you know, Brent, you got to think of things because you got to stay healthy. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I can't do certain techniques for so long because I'm trying like, okay, I need 5 more years. Like I can't
preserving your body.
Exactly. You feel what I'm saying? So I can't braid, but
killing me.
Stuff like that.
You ain't got no like mat to work on. They got back mats and stuff like that.
Yeah, I'm talking about with the kids, like the little ones.
I can't.
I just bought the booster.
Boosting them up. Even with that, so they be sliding down, falling.
My patience is changed.
My neck and my back.
Right.
Ow.
Yeah.
I can't do
Auntie
it.
ain't auntie no more. You know what I mean?
I'm a little different with them kids.
Yeah, I don't have the patience like I used to.
Like, look, this is why I had kids come in for consultations too. Hey, this is the chair you're going to sit in, just so you know your mother is going to be leaving. Mm-hmm. So when she's gone, things are not going to change. I'm still going to expect you to sit in this seat. When I ask you to turn your head, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I give clear instructions.
Yeah,
if you do something out of pocket, it
They
goes.
probably scared as hell.
Yes, ma'am. Yeah. Especially with.
I just want y'all to know that them kids be fearing for their life. Look, them little kids be sitting in Brittany chair. She be like, "You need to sit up." Okay.
I ain't never seen no kid jump up in my life.
I ain't never had to hit nobody, kid. Nothing.
Look, she did the whole spin around with the kid. Sarah,
I turned the chair around.
Listen.
Eye contact.
I'm gonna need you to listen to me. Put your phone down. But pause the TV. I be like, why I gotta I'm in trouble, look girl.
Yeah.
We all in trouble. We all in here in trouble because you don't want to sit up straight.
Hey,
Hurry up.
they listen.
Right.
Especially during like that whole like going back to work and COVID stuff all was still last year. Brittany used to have me dying. This kid came in and she was Brittany said, okay. Please go to the restroom. It's down the hallway to the left, to the right. I'm gonna call your mother. Ma'am, I asked you prior to, and I was just sitting there like, I'm writing. I said, oh, okay, Brittany. She prior. I told you that if there's any coughing
or
or
cold
sneezing,
symptoms.
cold symptoms, I was like, alrighty. The girl came back. Brittany said, so we're gonna put your hair up. Get your little ass.
Your sick ass.
Get your little sick coffee sneezy. And it just cracks me up because I be like, see, I love kids, but I'm not doing it because listen, one of my clients said to me, Faith was in the salon one day and she kept talking to me and I was like, if you would like to leave a message, please hang up and try your call again. My client said, so you treat your kids the same way you treat us? Oh yes.
Yeah.
Oh, you thought it was different? You thought I was nice to them? No. It's the same. She was like, what in the world? Like, so I'm not. When you bring your kid to me, I be like, listen, sit up. Didn't I just ask you, what is happening?
Mm-hmm. Oh, remember
Y'all very good. I'll go around the room and help them calm down. You know what I'm talking about? Like, say they got a child.
No, I keep telling her that don't work. Because I had one of my little babies, she would, like, when she was 3, 4, she would just cry and cry. Alicia be, are you okay?
Making it worse.
I would be like,
You thought you was the go.
That was just the one.
are you helping? Are you helping?
The rest
Just
of them.
some kids, like, you just, like, I just do them like I do my kids. You doing all that screaming. Okay, let me know when you done because I'm not doing that. Like, it's too much. And when you keep going at them, they just get louder and louder.
Yeah.
And then they want to fall asleep. And then I'm over here like, nah, bro. Mm-mm.
Please believe I do that with adults too.
Yeah, she does.
I handle adults. I'm cool on adults. I can't, just the
I can't
kids.
believe like people really come in here with problems though like that. That's crazy.
Oh,
I mean, I've had people
remember the psychopath we
leave.
had?
This girl left with rollers in her hair because she said I wasn't doing it right. Cause of YouTube.
I stopped doing the others for like a
YouTube.
year.
I'm tired.
Not for real.
I stopped doing the others for like a year because of this white girl.
No, she was like she was a lot of stuff. She was
When I said
ridiculous.
it was out of soul pocket.
I
You
never
talking about
seen
have
a
you
white person at
had?
the salon.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
The worst experience.
come.
And I
They
swear I
come.
did.
She
Oh,
said
they
they
come.
come.
They do.
And they like sending them to me.
Uh-huh.
Because I know how to manipulate like that. You know what I'm saying? It's no
Yeah.
problem. It's whatever. But we had this girl was crazy. Shorty got locks. She wanted the locks like Lisa Bonet, whatever.
Okay.
Had the picture, whatever. Put them things together. I don't care. It looked amazing.
Oh, you had her
Told her.
goated.
She
Told
took
her
pictures this time, y'all. We were so excited.
That was God. I'm telling y'all, because I usually
because any other time,
I'm telling you, because I don't. And I'm like, and I'm giving her the maintenance afterwards, everything. Even my husband's saying, "Oh, I love them. They're great. They're beautiful." Text me at 2:00 in the morning. Went home and washed her hair and tried to comb them out and try to act like that's how she left out the salon.
Yup.
And when I say went and wrote this crazy ass thing on Facebook,
I know she posted
I thought
that.
bring it up. I'm about to say, hey,
every day. I was like, Caroline, y'all gonna have to handle this bitch.
And it was a referral
like
from
you
one
said,
of my clients.
If you
and I was just like,
and I didn't fool with them for a minute. Like it took me a long time.
Yeah.
But you had a good reason.
Yeah. I was like, oh, I'm
this
not
stuff like
welcoming
that
y'all
make
in.
you be like,
I don't mean but it was bad. Like she, you know what I mean. The way she tried to go to the Better Business Bureau.
Oh,
I said, what you got home?
Yeah.
Counted a bill
She
and
did.
forgot you had bill to pay.
right.
Like I had to write a letter, everything. You know what I'm saying? Everything. She was trying to kill her. Go on Facebook, I think it was like 3 months ago. This happened like 2 years ago. She went on the Twisted Style page and tried to.
2022.
she put all types of
I
comments.
said, if I ever
everything.
see you in the street.
You don't know me.
So it's safe to say that business is booming.
Business is
Yeah.
booming.
Good.
Business is blessed.
All right, so like, where's some upcoming things tomorrow, you guys? This is the last question. With some good things that you guys want to see for yourselves in the future with your businesses, anything else like that?
I don't want to continue to. So right now, I look at myself as a liability because without me, the salon does not.
Well, yeah,
It's not successful.
yeah.
I want to own a salon boutique like the ones that have all of the different aesthetics that are available in it. That's what I need.
Yeah,
And I need my online business as far as the soaps and oils to run itself.
that's fire. I
That's
can
it.
set that up for you too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you are. Forgot about that. I did. Don't laugh at me. Really, for me, I'm excited because I just finished my book. I got it out, and now I'm trying to figure out how to really push it out so that can be my residual income because
Oh yeah.
inflation. So I'm like, all right, cool. Outside of that, I haven't even thought past it because I've just been so focused on the book.
Yeah. Also, so you put out classes too. Like you're doing classes and everything.
I've been offering classes, but it didn't seem like people were interested as much. But now that it's braid season again, I feel like people will start really paying attention and wanting to kind of learn some stuff. So
Right. It just definitely depends on the season. You like timing is everything when it comes to business anyway.
Yeah.
So I feel like that's a good thing. And then
Me. Branding. Getting to really get out here, let them know who Majestic Hands is. Like, just, I do want my own. Like, I want a building. I don't want no. I'm like, kind of like, I want my own building type.
yeah, facts.
I want a school. It's no
nobody.
black schools out here. You know what I'm saying? Hair school, stuff like that. So it's just, and there's so many of us out here where we could all come
Feed off each other.
Oh,
Yeah.
God, so much. So much talent. If you think about it, they got all these Paul Mitchells, Avenas, Empires, but they
VC,
don't have any schools for us.
So y'all ever thought about it's
You
three
know?
y'all in here and y'all never thought about doing the same. Y'all can own the building, the salon, do the classes.
All that. So those
Under
are like my
one
goals
roof.
and like dealing
It
with
took
the
me a
youth.
minute, 'cause I
that's
used-
like because you
Right,
get on a path, but you kind of like, and I've never been able to enjoy a moment. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I totally understand.
So I'm kind of like in my moment now. Like, oh, I actually get to enjoy this moment. Like, I ain't in survival mode. I ain't in trying to chase the next dream. I'm actually like getting a.
But one thing
Little.
is changing your mindset because
Yeah.
it's gonna always be a celebratory moment, even in the struggle season.
Very true.
Yeah.
Very true.
Yes.
So it's just growth. I just want to expand.
growth
That's
is
my
everything.
2022 vision.
Hey, me.
Growth and increase.
Oh, yeah,
Growth and
facts.
increase.
Facts.
But there's increase in growth,
Amen.
so it's one and the same. That's
Come
how I
on.
look at it.
Where the tambourine
That's
at?
it. Right.
And we gonna close this out. You already know. Not you over there.
Yeah.
Like it ain't done
And
yet. It ain't
also,
done yet.
I
I'm
thought he
need
was
y'all
counting down.
tell
Okay,
Black
okay.
millionaires to sponsor me. I need some free merch. Definitely tell them sponsor me. Also,
You know what you should add at the bottom? But I will
It's
not
somebody
be the
else's shirt.
only.
Oh, but I will not be the only. Oh, that's fine. Y'all hear that? Black millionaires. Yeah, I add that. So we'll close it out. It was a beautiful time. I had
Beautiful.
enjoyed you guys
I
having
appreciate
time.
the love.
I really appreciate you guys coming out. You know what I'm
Thank y'all.
saying? Yes. And
This
spitting
was
y'all
dope.
truth. Yes, it was beautiful. And you already know what I say. Be the blessing along the way, Gen Z. See y'all next episode. We out.
Peace.